everybody, for Jake Ford. Jake Ford!
Sup, fuckers? There is a guy who goes to my gym who thinks that's a chill way to greet people, everybody. And I work at that gym too because I'm fucking shredded, but yeah, think of some of the people that you work with though, and how they're like, don't even talk to me until I've had a cup of coffee. Now imagine how upset those people would be if they got hit with a, sup, fuckers? At 8 in the morning, you guys. That is my life every day. He's the most ridiculous person I've ever met in my life. I was at a bonfire last summer. Everybody's having a great time. He just shows up hammered. We're all huddled around the bonfire, and out of nowhere, he just goes, "You're all gonna fucking die!" Yeah, inappropriate at best, right? And my friend Zach, who was on mushrooms, turns to me and he goes, I mean, he's not wrong. That is 100% true. We are all going to die. Good thing about that, though, is that energy cannot be created or destroyed, and we are all one in this universe. And I was like, dude, give me those mushrooms right fucking now, okay? I don't even care about opening up my third eye. I just want to distract myself from the fact that we might get murdered tonight. Thank you guys all for being here. I want to apologize for my appearance, everybody. I know I look like Rachel Maddow fucked Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys. I don't appreciate how hard you clapped for that. Honestly, it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Yeah, this is not a good look. On top of that, I'm also dressed like I found a dead skateboarder and was like, these clothes are mine now. And then I just dragged his body behind the half pipe. They're very light. Oh boy, guys. Wow. What do I want to talk to you about? I want to be a cool guy, but I'm not, despite these glasses. I want to be cool. So I'm thinking about getting a motorcycle, but I'm scared that I'm going to get addicted to riding it with no helmet. It's kind of like the first time you sleep with a girl with no condom. You're like, ooh, this feels better. Sure, I'm in a lot of danger right now. But wow, what a rush. This is fucking exhilarating. And it is better, you guys. It is better because when you survive riding a motorcycle with no helmet, you don't spend the next 3 weeks wishing you had worn a helmet. Now you're just dreading a phone call from your insurance agent. Like, can we get dinner? We need to talk. 9 months later, you just own a moped. What? I can't have kids, you guys. And quite frankly, it is amazing to me how many dudes I know who are just blasting loads inside women, right? Really? In this economy, you're doing that? Like... We're in the middle of a trade war right now, and you're like, oh, now's the time to start coming inside people. This is really smart. These tariffs are ruining the steel industry, but I'm going to blast one inside of a stranger. I'm a fucking genius. I'm not a political comedian, you guys. That is a great segue from coming inside people. I'm not a very political comedian. I think what's frustrating about any president, though, is whether you love or hate that guy, there might still be one thing you can relate to them on. Like, I like making fun of our current president, but when everybody was making fun of him for having tiny hands, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to sit this round out, everybody. I am 25 years old and I struggle to open most jars, so... Like, if I want to eat a pickle, I have to call a real man. Do you know how frustrating that is? That's where I'm at in my life. I have to surround myself with strong friends 24/7. Wow, speaking of what these hands be doing, though, everybody, I recently had a sad realization that made me want to stop watching pornography. Yeah, right? Wait till you hear it. I realized that I'm probably never going to fuck more times than I've watched other people fuck each other. There's a few dudes in here who are quiet right now because they just realized they're in the same boat that I am. Oh, I never thought of it like that. I've seen a lot, everybody. I'll say that much. I've seen a lot. I remember one time Pornhub was like, we're going to plant a tree for every 100 videos watched. And I was like, am I about to stop global warming? Single-handedly? Wow, okay. Well, I'm probably going to get carpal tunnel, but let's save these polar ice caps. Let's fucking do this. 6 months later, I'm just getting a phone call. I'm like, yes, Mr. Al Gore, how are you doing today? What's that? You want to give me an award for coming too much? That makes sense in 2019. That makes total sense. Are we all... That lady over here just said, Jesus. Yeah, you're right, lady. Are we all exclusively watching porn on our phones now? Are we all doing that? Yeah. Cool, because, no? Really, dude? Because I'm pretty sure I haven't used a laptop to masturbate since Windows XP was a thing. I don't even understand in 2019, like, a man, like, watching porn on, like, a smart TV. Like, ugh, dude, you're just gonna jerk off in the same spot you watch the news? What? Wow, sick gangbang. Let's see what Anderson Cooper has to say. Click. Looks like a sad situation in Syria. I guess I'm gonna have to break out my crying tissues. By the way, everybody, when did porn become more violent than mixed martial arts? What is going on right now in porn? Everybody's getting choked out or slapped around. It's really disturbing. Like, everything is either really violent or, for some weird reason, very family-oriented. Like, I go on porn sites, normal porn sites, and there's just incest porn on, like, the front page. And I'm like, wow, I feel like this is something I should have to specifically search for, but there it is. Like, seriously, nothing is worse than going to jerk off and you're like, oh yeah, I do have to buy my sister a graduation present still. She, made honors this year, really crushed it. Thanks, X videos, now I'm soft. Close tab. I like how some of you guys groaned at that, like, did you notice at the end of the joke how I didn't masturbate? It's fine, everybody. I had a fun childhood, though, by which I do mean my father used to smoke crack. Which sounds sad, but, like, how many of your dads always had the time and energy to play catch with you? Yeah, turns out my dad was on the right drug to still be a decent parent. Like, maybe some of you guys had shitty dads who drank too much and hit you with a belt. If that's the case, you know what you need to do? You need to go out, find a crackhead, ask them to play tag, okay? I'm telling you, tag with a crackhead, so much fun as long as you're cool with always being it. They are fast. Super quick individuals. I'm Jake Ford. You guys have a great night. Thank you.